Hi again. Let's say it's the part 2 for the previous video, and it's linked with the topic what I mentioned before about the entities. So I have the information what people need to hear and to know what's going on in this planet. So I will start with this, that there are entities who live our energy from our energy, and this is the like a second part for the previous video. And so what are they and how they look like and why they are here and what's going on actually. And so let's start with the Bible. So most of people who are religious, who are Christians, Jews, and Muslims, so they actually believe the same God. And this God is actually taking advantage of you because he feeds off the energy what it is writing from the Bible. So it's scaring you with all the fear mongering from the sin and from punishment. So, and I will tell you that this is not the real God you are worshipping, all the religions. You may hate me for this what I'm saying, but this is my observations, my knowledge, and I have been here on this planet many lifetimes, and since my spiritual awakening started, so some truths been open to me, and this is the knowledge I know and my observations and just my experiences also together. I'm not talking about myself as someone special because I never was looking for fame or something. I have been visited by divine feminine spirit with the message, and so all these things together, what happened to me and what I have observed and all the information, what I know and why I'm here and how many lifetimes have been here already over and over and what is happening. So from beginning, let's say. Yeah, it's quite hard to talk about because I know there is a lot of judgment going on. I will be judged for what I'm gonna say now. So, let's start from beginning. As in the Bible, it's written that you should worship the God, you should scare from the sinning, you should be having Jesus as your savior and stuff like this. You are actually your savior. You can only save yourself when you have the right knowledge, when you open your third eye, when you open your consciousness, awareness, when you are aware. And when you become aware, you understand that you are actually how the things are working, and you are changing your frequency. You are not sinning anymore. You understand that this is just a lower consciousness when you are sinning. So you are not aware, you are not self-aware, you are self-destructive, I would say. You are damaged because there are many traumas also involved. So how the Bible, God, can punish you for things when you are not aware and not conscious, when the damage being done to you when you are born as an angel in this world, and traumas, society, anything what's been pushed on you who are not you actually, and you accept it as a norm. So how it can punish you for something what is not you? Why is this happening? So this brainwash is actually a big brainwash. So you should be aware that. So also this church and religion is scaring you with this fear that you should not practice yoga, not practice this and that, no third eye opening. But this exactly you should do. Because the religion doesn't want you find out who you are, what you are, where you're coming from, because the religion is actually the tool of these entities who wants to keep you here, to give the energy for them, and they don't want you find out who you are and where you come from. They just want you to stay in the lower vibration, in the third dimension. They don't want you ascend. They don't want you find yourself. They don't want you to heal. They don't want you raise your vibration. They don't want you to raise your consciousness and not even to find your self-awareness. So they don't want these things. And that's why, so the religion is actually like taboo. You are not allowed even to question the God. So how this is possible that this is, you have to look at that when you are not allowed to question something, it means there is something very wrong with this whole system. Whatever was not allowed to question, you should actually question, and you should go against it and find out what's going on there, because there's something very, very wrong behind it. And so I will tell you, like, okay, it's also not to blame these entities who are behind all this, because in some way humanity is in fault about why they are here, because they took advantage actually that since beginning of humanity, humans wanted to worship someone. They believed in some higher power, that they need someone who would guide them, or they gave sacrifices. As the Mayans, they sacrificed humans to the sun god. Yeah, they gave the power actually to this entity, what religions worship as gods. So they gave the power to this entity. So it's been like that these entities, they took advantage of this and they stepped in to be this God. There is a God actually, yes, but this is not the real God who doesn't create. He didn't create your soul. He just created. He has a system, I would say, like to recycle you to the earth only. And that's why the Bible talk only about earth. They doesn't talk about life outside. And there is life outside on other planets. There are aliens, there are UFOs. I know this. I have seen them. I have met them. I know that there are entities on the other planet. They are aliens, and we are not alone. And this is just a fact. It's not like I'm making it up something. And so they are recycling humans back on the earth, and the humans doesn't know the other way, because that's what this the brainwash, how it works. They believe that they are actually programmed to go to the light when you die. So you are programmed to go to the light because you don't know other way. You are scared from the dark and from the unknown. You are scared from the anything new or whatever else. You are just scared. The only what seems right and what seems safe is to go to the light. So, and that's why humans go to the light. So, and what happens there? As you go to the light, you may meet the Jesus, you may meet the God, you may meet Mary Magdalene or Mother Mary or any archangels and stuff like this. But these are actually these entities who are pretending to be them. They are aliens who can shift their appearance, and they can look like someone because they know what you expect to see. They know your mind, they know your thoughts, they know your expectations. Even they can be your loved ones, so they may not, the real loved ones may not be there because they may be already recycled back to the earth. And that's how it is. So if you believe you meet your loved ones when you die. You may see them, but they are not the real ones, because the real ones may be already reincarnated in a new body and have already amnesia. They don't remember who they are. And so these entities, they use something like electric force to remove all your memories from past lives, from your life. When you died, you don't remember. When you are born, actually, you don't remember anymore. When you born, okay, some say that you may remember until the age of 3, that you may remember your past life, but as you grow older, so people don't talk about these things, so you just forget. You don't know. You think it's just your imagination. So the kids are imagining things. And so that's how it is. You are back on earth without memory, where you come from, what you are, and you've been traumatized, you've been abused also. Okay, not all of you, but and so it's how also this duality works until the moment you decide that you will not gonna accept it, because 3D can exist only until the moment when you don't want this reality anymore, that you want to ascend, that you want something better, that you don't accept the duality as the norm, because you can be in something higher realm without suffering, without lessons. What they say, you need the lessons to learn. What lessons? If you've been here already thousands and thousands of lives, again recycled back on the earth, and you even don't remember what you have done in previous life, what lessons? And you being created already perfect, you on soul level, you are divine, you are perfect, and there are no lessons you need to learn. You are just perfect already. And all this brainwash, the things that they say you have karma to repay, you have done bad deeds and stuff like this, is nonsense. It's just a brainwash by these entities. They are also infiltrating their own people, or they controlling their minds, the other people's minds, to spread these messages that you believe in them. Because when the spiritual awakening starts, so you believe in some stuff, and you think, oh fine, the person seems like awake, he may know better, yeah. So you believe in that stuff because somebody else told you, because there are gurus also, famous people who telling you stuff, and you just accept it as truth. And the truth is actually that there are many agents from these entities and in the government also who just are spreading false information that you believe in and what benefits these entities, and so on and on. Yeah, and also I would say the demons, like devils, they are real. The Satan is real. He attacked me also very badly, so probably he thought he would kill me even, that I'm not spreading these messages, what I'm telling you right now. So he just wanted also maybe stop my progress, or I die, or kill myself, or lose my mind. There was so bad things really happened to me, but luckily I had help and from healers, divine healers, and people stepped in without even asking them help. They just stepped in to help me. So I am out from that, and I'm telling you now this message about these entities. And so probably you're questioning how to not be reincarnated again on the earth. Of course, it may be your choice, and you may not be forced, as many souls been forced back on the earth to reincarnate because they just want you reincarnate to live off your energy, and you don't know that there are other realities and other planets you could go and discover or have experience. And that's why you come back. You just come back over and over, and you've been also attached to your loved ones. You believe you would meet them again when you reincarnate. So you may come with the choice also come back here. Yeah, it's not everything is just forced. Yeah. And so that's why they say also that you chose it. Yeah, you may chose it in some way. You may accept it to come here, to be here. So, and how to not reincarnate. So when you die, you don't go to the light. Before you died, also you give up on attachments who would make you come back. So no attachment to the food, to material, to your loved ones, to anything else what you could be attached and you would want to experience again on the earth. You remove all the attachments. So remember something, that when you don't want anything, you can't be controlled. So you should be free from wanting anything, even your soulmate. So yeah, even that one. And when you die, so you just turn away from the light. You go to the dark side. So you just go to the unknown. And you just think about that you want to go back to the source. You go back to the source energy. So you wish to return to the source, to the God, actually. Yeah, but not the God who is in the light. That's the not real God you would want to go. And as you go to the God, to the source, who has both energies, the male and female, and you can choose from there where you want to go. You can even talk to this entity, yeah, who is just a consciousness. He doesn't have a form. And you can choose from there what to do next. You can stay in the spiritual realm until you get bored. Oh yeah, and that's the ego also will tell you, oh, you will get bored, don't go there. Yeah, because the ego is, I told you, the tool of these entities. They don't want you progress. They just want to keep you in this 3D reality. And so from this point, you can choose what you want to do. You can go to other planets. You can experience other lives, other experiences on other planets. Yeah, and I will tell you also, the Earth is the lowest, one of the lowest, or maybe the lowest one from all the planets. What you can experience, the one of the hardest lessons. What would say lessons, but lessons what actually are not real lessons, but just an experience. Actually, you are also here to experience. If you want experience, of course, you go back to the Earth and live another lives and go to the light again and just be reincarnated again and again, and until you just find out who you are, where you come from. Yeah, and where you come from. So you would ask, you are soul is coming from another planet. You are not an earth-bound spirit. Yeah, there may be some, but most of you are coming from another planet. You've been trapped here because these entities, they attracted you here, or they just forced you to be here. And some of you also came here to help, but you don't remember that. You don't remember that you are here from other planets. So you came here to help with this situation, what's going on with these entities and stuff. And that's why you are here. And it's time to remember also. It's time to remember who you are. The angels with amnesia. And so, only when we fight together, all this mess what's been created and blamed on somebody else, there's also so much misinformation. So, and about the Anunnaki also, the Anunnaki are not the real ones who created the humans. The real creators are Saurians, and these are also the entities who's behind this, who control the planet, who wants you to suffer as much possible, and they feed off you also. There are actually plenty of many kinds of entities who are feeding off this. They have different names. They have archons and whatever else. Yeah, demons. Even some people wouldn't call them demons. Yeah, because they look kind of like demons actually. And so there are different kind of entities who just want you to suffer here and continue to reincarnate. And so this is the fight for your soul, and the earth actually is the heaven and the hell in one. So when you wake up, when you are awakened for truth, what I just told you, then you can slowly start to experience the paradise, because you will live by choice and freedom. When you heal all the traumas, when you heal your soul, and you understand that all the brainwash what's been fed to you, and all the stuff what is not truth, and you just believed and accepted as truth. So when you are free finally, then you can manifest your dream life. You can meet your twin flame or soulmate, whatever you believe in. So, and together, when you combine your energies, so you can become so powerful, really. And you can manifest the best life. Okay, even without your twin flame, you can still manifest your dream life. You can live your dreams, your paradise on the earth. And of course, you can still go back to the lower consciousness. Okay, some say you can't. When you start awakening, you can't go back, yeah. Okay, but if you, by choice, you don't want to raise your vibration, you can go back to lower, of course. You can stay there and just experience the hell. The hell is actually the suffering, the pain, the traumas, and what they say, the karma repayment, that you pay something you did when you were unconscious. You didn't know even what you were doing, so you pay that stuff, yeah, when actually that's not your fault, because you've been damaged by somebody else. And even from the lifetimes before, you've been damaged, and you just don't know. And they just want you to suffer, to continue to suffer. So this is the hell. You continue to suffer. And anything is about the consciousness. So as more self-aware and self-conscious you are getting back your power. You are very, 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 very powerful being. So that's why you should take back your power and awaken to your true self, and open your third eye, your spiritual gifts, anything we may have, any different gifts. Not everyone has the same, and so this is your true power. And what you believe becomes your reality. If you believe that you deserve to continue to suffer and be on lower dimensions, so that will be your reality, because that's what you believe. And if you believe you deserve something better, then that you will manifest also. And I will tell you something, that the spiritual drugs like ayahuasca, San Pedro, mescaline, any that even LSD, they're not harmful. you open your third eye in that moment and you see the truth, and that's why the entities doesn't want you to know the truth. And so when you experience during the trip something what shifts your perception, how the reality is actually, it's a big lie, then you will start your awakening. And that's why they put the blame on the drugs, that they are bad and stuff. They don't want you to find out who you are and shift your reality. And this happened to me. So during one spiritual trip, I experienced my divine self. I was in bliss and happiness, and I knew that that's me, that's my true self. And when the trip ended, I went back to my ego-centered pain, suffering, and this. So I said, no, I don't want this pain and suffering. If I can experience the happiness and bliss and just be in happy emotions, to feel happiness and happy no matter what, if even anybody dies or whatever. So you just be there in this blissful state. So you want to be there. You understand that there is another experience, that you can be there. And that's how I started to work on myself, to be less ego attached, to awaken to myself, my true self, to get closer to my higher self, that I can experience this bliss and happiness without presence of any pain and suffering. Because pain and suffering, it's not what we are. We are the divine beings. We are the bliss and happiness. We are the higher dimensional beings. And that's why I telling you this message. I wanted you know this. Whatever judgments and things come from you to me, it's just you and your lower vibrational judgments, opinions, or whatever else is there. The entity is passed on you. And and I'll tell you another experience I had, and you may need to know. And there, I'm sure, will be a lot of judgment and telling I'm crazy or whatever else. So when my spiritual awakening started, I was visited by spirit of divine feminine, of the God. So God has masculine and feminine. And days before it happened, I said, oh my God, God wants to speak to me. And I said, wow, what should I do now? Should I take some drugs like LSD or masculine or ayahuasca? And I had nothing at that moment with me. So I said, what should I do? How would God would speak to me? And so it was one afternoon when I was just alone at home, and the spirit came to me. I didn't see it, I just felt the presence of this spirit, the divine feminine, and it gave me a message, telepathic message. And you may ask what's the telepathic message is. It's just the information being put straight in your brain. It has no words, it's just information. You feel it, that it has no words actually, like you just feel the information in the energy. And just read that way, like energy. And so the message, there were two parts of the message actually. And so the first part was about the divine feminine, why the devil or the evil entity, whatever you believe in, the demon, the Satan, why he wants the divine feminine to be destroyed, to be humiliated, to be just down. Because the divine feminine is very, very, very strong. It's the creative force. It's a portal. It's what creates life. It is life creation from the divine feminine. and the devil or Satan, he hates life. He wants to destroy all the life he doesn't want. He doesn't want any life. And so this was the first part of the message about the divine feminine, why it's been oppressed. Actually, it's been oppressed very, very badly on this planet. And the second part was about the Islam and the Archangel Gabriel. And that moment, that times, I didn't know anything about the Islam and stuff, and so it's not like I imagined something and just pick up my own information or my own observations, or I didn't know anything about Islam. I didn't know the Muhammad was talking with the Archangel Gabriel to write the Quran, so I didn't know that time. So it's not like you may say I imagined something already I knew, but I didn't know that moment at all. And so the message was about that in the time when the Muhammad was meeting the Archangel Gabriel, it was not actually Archangel Gabriel. It was the Satan himself masquerading as the Gabriel. So the real Quran was not given from the God. You may judge me now and you may say I will burn in hell, whatever I'm saying now. I don't care, because what I'm saying is truth. And if you don't like it, then you should question really your God and what you believe. And if you believe I deserve to die for this, then you for sure don't worship the right God if you wish me death for what I'm saying right now. Because the real God is love. The real God is love, and religion is love. There is no religion. Yeah, just love. To love everybody and to accept everybody as they are. That I will tell you a little later. So, and about the message, I wanted to just to finish. So, as that happened, that actually it was Satan who gave the Quran to the Muhammad. That's why there are so much hate, oppression against the feminine, against the woman generally. And of course it may be taken, everybody may take and translate the Quran in their own way, what they want, but mostly there is a lot of hate behind, a lot about punishment for the feminine and stuff like this. But don't be fooled, it's not only about the Islam, there is also in Christianity going a lot. So all the witch burns and on the stake and stuff, and women right oppression still going on. So don't throw the rocks on the Islam only. There is also in Jewish religion anything against the feminine force. It's all coming from the same entity, the Satan, what infiltrated all this information for his own benefit. And if you can't question your own religion, so you should really question it and understand that there's something very wrong with it, and taboo, and something you can't question, that it's not the real God, that it's not. And so that was about the divine feminine, the message. And just when that entity came to me, it also disappeared. So as it message was passed to me, I accepted. So okay, the message is passed, and the entity just went away, disappeared. And another time, so it was also during my spiritual awakening. The beginning, I was religious actually. I'm baptized Christian, and the times when I was going through very hard times in my personal life, I went to the church for the relief, and And that time also God came in my life, and I felt the presence of the God, and the God was there, and he gave me, he or she, so it has both energies, that I could see the people, the humans, with the eyes the God sees them and feels them. And it's so touching, it's so just so beautiful. That God sees every human so special, so just beautiful, so beautiful. Every one of you, you are so beautiful in the God eyes, and He doesn't judge you. He doesn't care what you have done in your life. It doesn't care what you wrong you have done, or whatever sins or whatever or good or bad deeds you have done. He just loves you. The God just loves you. And this is so beautiful. The God is love, really. And even if you are going to the church and worshipping, doesn't care. God doesn't care. So it just wants the love that you love, and whatever you're doing in your life, just be a good person, yeah, and be love towards any other human being. So like, yeah, and the God was seeing, I was seeing like all these human like details, what makes everyone special, yeah, what makes you different from the other human. And God sees that like beauty, like you are so beautiful actually. And that feeling is really amazing. Sometimes it comes back when I feel connected in my twin flame. This feeling again have been in my life, and probably will be again in my future, when I will reconnect with my higher self, when I will be one with the God. And I'm not talking about religion. That's why I'm not mentioning in my posts in my Facebook or YouTube channel or TikTok or whatever else about God, because I know people just take it wrong. They believe then if you talk about God, then you are religious. No, I'm not religious. I do believe in God, but I don't believe in the religion God. I don't believe in Bible, because there are many lies in it. And so that's how it is, that God and Satan exists, and you just go back to yourself, your true self, to find yourself through the spiritual awakening, who you are. So, and the God doesn't care if you are religious, you are not religious, whatever you're doing, just be a good human. That's what matters. That God is love, doesn't judge you, doesn't oppress you, doesn't punish you with the sins or what. Doesn't doing that. It's not doing that. That all is just the entity in the light who's telling you all that nonsense to benefit him. So that's the message for today. I wish you also spread the good messages. You don't be hateful against me for what I said. I am just, I would say, just a messenger of the message of the truth. And if you don't like what I said, so I wish you keep it to yourself, and I don't want any hate and your opinions what doesn't resonate with what I said. So you can believe, continue to believe whatever you like. It's your choice, and my choice is to believe what I like and what I have seen, what I have experienced. This is my truth and my choice, and I wish different from suffering, from pain, and to escape this reality one day when I die. So I'm not coming back. It's my choice also. And I don't have sins to repay or karma to repay, so this is all nonsense. I have healed, I have understood how the things working in this reality. So that's how it is, and you have to accept what it is. And I'm accepting my truth, and I am who I am, and I just wish all the best for you who does or doesn't accept the things I said, and any negative comments will be deleted from. If you don't like what I said, don't waste your energy and time to write negative comments. So please, I will delete them anyway. So that's how it is. Okay, so this is the message for today, and the last thing I will tell you, as I told you, I was never looking for fame or to be someone special. I am just someone special, and I'm not talking from the place of arrogance. I was with the God before I came on this planet, and I will return to the God, and there will be my choice what I will do after when I return to the God. And I am one from the spirits who came here to change this world. I may came with a different purpose, and that's why I've been struggling so much. I had so much trauma on me. This some way had a purpose. Yeah, I know, I understand it. And also I've been attacked by negative entities and Satan himself. Yeah, so that's why I'm here to tell you this message, and that's it for today. Follow for more if you wish to. Okay, bye.